The following is a presentation of the Greater Ontario Junior Hockey League.
This was the scene just after 5:30 p.m. today in Chatham as fans were lined up outside the Memorial Arena trying to secure their seats for Game 7 of the second round of the GOJHL playoffs. An hour earlier, the Warriors arrived, the spirits high and feeling ready for a do-or-die matchup on the road. Tonight, a Game 7 gets played by the Maroons for the first time in a while. Chatham has not played a Game 7 since 2020, and that was on the road in LaSalle. The last time these fans saw a winner-take-all matchup at the Memorial Arena was March 14th, 2010 against Sarnia in front of 1,854 fans. The Maroons were winners of that first round matchup, and today we'll look to take another win in a winner-take-all game on home ice. If Chatham is to do that, the experience of their captain, Blaine Bassick, will be leaned upon heavily. Bassick in his 20-year-old season has been over a point per game in the playoffs from the blue line with a goal and 11 assists for 12 points in 11 games. Up front, Chatham gets a major boost today. Forward Dylan Richter returns to the lineup in this one for the first time since Game 2 of the series. Richter has been at 2 points per game in the postseason and will be reunited with Carter Chadwick and Ian LaChance on Chatham's second line. In goal, Gannon Hunter gets the start for Chatham. The 17-year-old netminder was spectacular on Friday night in Game 6, making dazzling highlight reel saves in key moments for the Maroons. On the flip side, this Stratford team is a little more familiar with the Game 7. The last Game 7 for this squad was the 2023 Sutherland Cup Final. Stratford has a pair of players returning from that roster in Jonas Schmidt and Hunter Nagy. Nagy had the opening goal of Game 6 on Friday night, tapping it in on the doorstep on a feed from Schmidt. Nagy has posted 6 goals in 10 games in the playoffs and will try to use his experience to lead Stratford to a win tonight. From a veteran to a rookie, Quinn Kipfer has been incredible in this series for the Warriors. A massive part of overcoming a 2-0 deficit, Kipfer has 9 goals in the playoffs, including 7 in this series. Perhaps none bigger than his game winner in Game 6. In that game, a Stratford win, 20-year-old goaltender Carter McDougall was terrific. McDougall made some massive saves throughout the contest, conceding just 1 goal en route to victory. Ahead of tonight's big game, let's hear from the head coaches, Richard Santos from the Maroons and Dave Williams from the Warriors.
Go into the room and talk to the boys about, going into Game 7. You're in your driveway playing road hockey, and you're scoring that winning goal in Game 7 in playoffs. So these are something that the kids will remember for the rest of their life. And this is something that, as a coaching staff, I'll remember. And you can't get too high and you can't get too low in these type of games. And that's kind of our mindset going in is hard work, tune everything out, get behind the fans, and hopefully we come out with a win.
We just got to play to our identity. They're a team that has lots of offense and, some incredibly skilled players that play with lots of pace and speed. And, we're built a little bit differently and have had lots of success this year playing a bit of a different style. So I think it's just really important that our details are incredibly good, and I think both teams are going to want to get to their game right away. I think that first goal is going to be really key for both teams, but you also have to give the message that you have to be adaptable, that if you don't get that first goal, you've got some opportunity here to keep going and have to find a way to win a game tonight. So you just got to find a way to win one game, no matter how you have to do it.
Tonight, it's Game 7 of the GOJHL's Western Conference semifinals. For one team, their road to the Sutherland Cup ends tonight. For another, they get a berth in the Western Conference final. Chatham looks to return to the conference final for the first time since they won the West in 2022, while Stratford looks to get into the West final for the first time after an appearance in the Midwest finals last season. It's Chatham, it's Stratford, it's a packed house at the Memorial Arena for Game 7 of the second round of the GOJHL playoffs. And it's a spotlight game from the Maple City. Puck Drop is next on 519 Sports. Schmidt up to Campbell. After it, Bassick. Bassick is clearing attempt is blocked. Forte Smith pursues. Puck's loose. In the slot, a chance. Hunter the save. Puck still loose. Forte Smith able to box out Lewis. Fires it up ahead to Slattery. He's got a head of steam. Collins Clothiers just missed the net. Hunter may have had a piece. Green, cross ice, one-timer Curtin, saved by Hunter, rebound there! Hunter got across and makes a huge early save. Pad save, Gannon Hunter. Rebound comes to Campbell. Liam Campbell speeding down the wing, takes a big hit from Hayden Frayne. Nagy into the corner for Slattery. Slattery feeds it back up top, Curtin. Curtin a shot, save Gannon Hunter, and he gets a whistle. In Bassick, 10 seconds on the clock. Bassick stopped by McDougall. Dying seconds of the period. Gillis walking in, takes a shot. Glove save, Carter McDougall. 3 seconds on the board left in the first period. Forte Smith through to center, McChesney deflects it down the ice. Curtin. Curtin takes a big hit from Matheson. No arm up on the play. Van Netten up to Chadwick. Chadwick rips his shot. That one blocked by Wilson. Wilson backhanded up to the line. Chadwick back on it. Here's Van Netten. They exchange passes. Chadwick one-timer. Blocked in front by Kipfer. Rebound try. Blocked by Wilson. Unbelievable. Here's Richter. Save McDougall. Puck's loose. And they score! Ian LaChance. Down a glove, and the kid from Timmins opens the scoring. It's 1-0 Maroons. Drops it back to Green. Green fires a shot, sailed it high. It'll come back to Curtin. Curtin at the line. Curtin for Green. One-timer blocked. Rebound there. Just goes wide. What a chance for Caden Long. Campbell looks to sidestep Zanuto. Campbell stops up. Campbell back up to the line. Hodge. Hodge walks the blue, cross ice, Campbell a shot, pass save, rebound loose, it's there for the Warriors, and the puck will come back to the blue line. Now Green gets stripped, here's Brody Gillis. Gillis at the blue line, creates space, Gillis rips a shot through traffic, save McDougall, Campbell stopped, McDougall's got it, and he'll hold on. Van Netten banks it ahead, Matheson. Now McChesney over the blue line, Truby streaking. Truby on the doorstep, he scores! Sean Truby, his 7th of the playoffs. Chatham's doubled its lead. It's 2-0 Maroons. Wilson throws it cross ice, Jonas Schmidt. Caden Long takes a shot, blocked by Forte Smith. Rebound stopped by Gannon Hunter, and he gets a whistle. Looks like a penalty coming up here, and it's gonna go against the Maroons. Battery stops up, back up high to Green. Green takes a shot, Gannon Hunter saw it all the way, and he makes a glove save. Now a scrum here down low. Burnham getting into it for Chatham. Can't tell who it is for Stratford. But things getting physical and getting intense down low. Looks like Caden Long and Logan Burnham exchanging pleasantries near the Chatham net. Josh Harding, cross ice, Connor Hunt. Hunt speeds over the blue line with space. Connor Hunt to the goal, stopped by McDougall. Puck's loose on the rebound, and Slattery will clear the chance. Splits the defense, finds Slattery, he scores! Stratford's back in and a goal 29 seconds into the third period. It's Collins Slattery, and it's a brand new game at 2-1. Slattery looking for it, Kipfer on it. Kipfer over the blue line, Kipfer backhanded out front, Nagy bouncing puck, Bassick trying to find it, Hunter will, and he'll cover up to get a whistle. Face off. Won by Stratford. Schmidt in the corner to Kipfer. Now sent out to center. Is it another penalty on the Maroons? Hooking the call. Who's getting it? It's Matheson. Stratford's going to get a minute 27 of 5-on-3 time. Unbelievable. 7:57 left in regulation here in Game 7. Stratford with a prime opportunity. A minute 27 of 5-on-3 time after a second penalty called to Chatham in a short span. What an opportunity for the Warriors, down a goal, looking to tie it up. 20 seconds left in the power play. Long down low. Here's Nagy. Nagy up high. Slattery lost an edge. Curtin. Green. Green walking in. Up high Curtin. His shot muffed. It'll come back to the slot. Chadwick gets it clear. Bassick takes a hit. Gillis up the wall. Ferguson. Gillis pokes it ahead. Connor Hunt with Rudy Gillis. He put it wide. What a chance for Chatham. 1:41 left in the third period. Face-off coming up in the offensive zone for the Warriors. Carter McDougall off the bench. Stratford with the extra attacker out there trying to find the equalizer late in Game 7. Towards Drayson Campbell. Campbell to Hodge. Hodge throws it to Slattery. Back for Hodge. Takes the shot. Save Gannon Hunter. Now Quinn Kipfer. Kipfer. Back up top, Campbell. His shot blocked by Matheson. Campbell back on it. That one blocked. Chatham gets it clear down the ice. It'll miss the empty net. 56.2 left in regulation. After a controversial icing call, the Chatham Maroons call their timeout, trying to rest up a tired group out on the ice and looking to maintain a 1-goal lead down the stretch. Campbell can't hold the line, it's out to center. 8 seconds left. Hodge for Slattery. Slattery blows a tire. Nagy on it. Harding into the corner. It's Maroon mayhem at the Memorial Arena. Chatham takes it in 7, and for the first time since 2022, the Maroons are going to the Western Conference Final. What a game for Chatham. Goals by LaChance and Truby in the second period, and a masterful effort from 17-year-old Gannon Hunter in goal propels the Maroons in front of a crowd of 1,845 into the West Final. What a series between these two teams. A hard-fought battle. Went the distance in 7 games. Chatham took the first 2, Stratford the next 2. Chatham in Game 5, Stratford in Game 6, and Chatham here in Game 7. What a battle. We wouldn't expect anything less from the second and third place teams in the regular season in the Western Conference, and a great series in the second round.
I wasn't really thinking. I kind of blacked out when it happened, but no, I just knew I scored, so I had to sell it. They were a really good team. They battled really hard, and it was a fight. So they're a really good team, and I have a lot of respect for them.
Coming into Game 7, emotions were high. We all wanted the end goal, which was a win, and to move on to the Western Conference Final. I mean, it's an honor. We scored the most goals in the regular season, so obviously our offensive power is really high. And coming into a Game 7, I mean, obviously you knew it was going to be a tight game. They played hard over there, and scoring 2 goals was kind of different for us, but we kind of honed in on the defensive side of the game, and we got the job done. Only letting up 1 goal thanks to G Hunts. Trubes, I mean, obviously he might be the fastest guy in the GOJ, but he was huge for us tonight. Getting that goal was big for us, going up 2-0, and going up 2-0, and we had all the momentum. But Gannon, I mean, obviously letting in that 1 goal at the start of the third period, we battled for Hunts and he battled for us. So I mean, it kind of goes both ways, and he was phenomenal in this series. So credit, hats off to them.
I think throughout the series, both teams' goalies had a couple rough games, and I think I knew what I needed to do: come out today and have a huge game, support the boys through a big win, and I think I did that. And I'm pretty proud of the boys for playing in front of me. I mean, the amount of blocks they had today was just unreal. And I think that's something we preach throughout the series, and I think we got it done today, and I'm super happy that this was the outcome. We can play different styles of hockey, and I think whatever team we play, whatever happens in the series over there, I think we'll be ready for it, and I think we've showed that throughout the playoffs, and I think, I think we can get it done.
The crowd was absolutely electric, and we love to feed off their energy, like whenever there's a big play or a big hit, big goal. Our fans are just always there for us, and we just play hard for them. It all comes down to effort. That was our main message in the room. They're a great team. They played hard, but we stuck to the game plan. We dug deep, and we found a way.
It's really special. Obviously, we know we got a team that can make a championship run here, and we battled hard, especially Game 7. Everybody's tired, but yeah, it's awesome. The boys pulled through, and we're excited.
We play with a lot of effort. That team we played, they just grind and work, so we had to play their game as well. And it was nice to be out there. It was hard to watch a couple games.
I can speak to a lot of things. What it comes down to was, we've been the highest scoring team in the GOJHL in these last 2 games. It's a 3-1 and a 2-1 game. We really honed in on our D zone. Give those kids a lot of credit over there in that room. We did the right things. We were on the right side of the pucks. They paid attention to the small details of the game, and I'm glad that we got credited and recognized for those accomplishments. The adversity of going down on a 5-on-3 with 8 minutes left in the game, a minute 27 on a 5-on-3. Our biggest penalty killer, number 89, Parker Nitre, is up in the stands. So other guys had to step up. I give a lot of credit to Blaine Bassick. He killed that whole minute and a half. He ate like 3 shots. You saw us battle in the corner. And we talked about it in the pregame here. We talked about it in the dressing room. The highs can't get too high and the lows can't get too low. So I must have said that about 15 times on the bench today. Give the kids a lot of credit because they left it all on the line, and that's all you can ask for. It's definitely a great feeling to win a Game 7, especially like 15 years in the making of a Game 7 at this time of the season, semifinals of the Western Conference, and you're coming into a game here where the team is just, they don't stop. Like I told Dave in the handshake line was like unbelievable. You guys did not stop from Game 1 to Game 7. And honestly, I give all the credit to our crowd to getting our boys going. Every block shot, you heard the boards going, you heard the cheers going. We score, this place erupts. We had, I again, don't know the numbers, but felt like 3,000 people here tonight. I know we only hold 24, but felt like every single person in Chatham was here, and the boys were talking about we got to do it for them. They've been here since day one for us. We're going to do it for them, and I give them all the credit. We knew we couldn't play puck possession. We went a lot into dump and chase and shooting pucks, dumping pucks in, getting on them. Our F1s, F2s are doing a great job getting up and down the ice. But, for us to lock it down in the periods that we had to, in the moments that we had to, it speaks to a lot of our veteran leaders because it starts with them. And if we can get a full 60 like we can play with both sides of the ice and playing the Chatham Maroons style of hockey, we're a very scary team. I just said in an interview downstairs, trade deadline comes, and I'm bring 2 17-year-old goalies into my office and ask them point blank, can you guys do this for me? No hesitation, not even a smile, absolutely. And I think you can see Gannon Hunter's been lights out, absolutely lights out. And I know, his adversity of playing the puck, not playing the puck, scramble ability. But the one big thing that I'm going to give him lots of credit for was here in Game 5 when he lets in 2 goals. The third one goes right through his glove. He didn't stop. The hustle, the fortitude that he had in him was incredible, and I think our boys picked up off that, and that's why they laid it on the line of blocking shots and getting the D zone in.
We felt like in this series we probably played 3 Game 7s, right? We came down here, we could go down 2-0 and had to win. There's no way we were going to go back to Stratford down 3-0, and that probably would have been the end of the series. So, and then Friday night we had to win again to get back here. So, immensely proud of our group. I thought we battled right to the end, right to that final buzzer. We were still trying to get that tying goal. So, as disappointing as it is about with the results, couldn't be more proud of how the group has competed from the start of the season to this point. All 5 guys were key guys, and I think with any organization that has success, you want that culture, and it's usually your veteran guys that come and play a couple years that instill that culture in the next group of guys coming. So those 5 guys, feel a little bit extra for them tonight that their season is ending this way. But again, just talk to them like there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Our season was a great season, and although we don't like the result tonight, I'm not sure that that there was much more we could do to try and win the game here tonight.